because without the cancer dance, not only would I not know myself now, but all the wonderful things that happened because of cancer, not in spite of, because of cancer, would not have happened. And there are several things that I'd love to share about that. It's just amazing what came out of that experience, that keeps coming out of that experience for good.
Like what?
One of the first tools that filtered through was to love everything, to love it all, especially my newly scarred body, especially the pain, especially my frailty. When I went into surgery for my major hysterectomy, it was April 19th of 2012, and because I'm a singer, I requested them to cut me this way instead of up and down so I could still use those muscles, and they were fine with that. The surgery went well. Cancer was removed. Everything was removed. 3 days after I was dismissed, I was home and I couldn't breathe. And I decided then that breathing was a good thing. And the doctors kept telling me it's because I wasn't flushing or something else. And after a while, I was in a real panic. Called the ambulance, took me to the hometown hospital, and I was actually operated on in Indianapolis, an hour and a half away. Turns out they had nicked a bowel or pried off a very large infected ovary and weakened it. I was in sepsis. My whole system was flooded with poison. They had to helicopter me from Bloomington to IU. That was probably the most dramatic of anything that happened. And it was in that helicopter that I thought I might die. And my only prayer was, I'm okay with it. If it's my turn, I guess I'm ready. But my mom is not. Please take care of my mommy. And next thing I knew, I was waking up from emergency surgery at 2 o'clock in the morning with my mom and my dad and my stepmom and my sister all there. And I had a bag. I had a colostomy. They couldn't repair the bowel well enough. So I woke up with a bag and thought, okay, God, what do I do with this? And once again, I heard, have fun with it. Yeah, right. Well, it took me a little while. I didn't want to learn how to work her. I didn't want to learn how to apply the tape and all that stuff. It was nasty. And I knew my work. So I took a deep breath and I learned about her. And my father started introducing me as the daughter with two assholes. Because literally, that's what was there. Think about it. Now, most people don't know the stuff about a colostomy. It's something that is so mysterious and so ridden with ideas that was another part of my mission, was to demystify that. I didn't realize until months later that my father's biggest fear at the time was having to wear a bag. I had no clue. He told my husband this. And he saw how matter-of-factly I handled it and decided, well, if this is what I got to do to save my life, this is what I got to do. And he had no longer a fear of a colostomy. So at least that was one of the gifts I saw almost immediately within those couple of months. So when I heard have fun with it, and I finally got over the fact that I had this thing on me and just bodily functions were not working the way they normally did, when I heard have fun with it again, I named her Lucy. I made her a friend.
You named the bag Lucy.
I named my colostomy Lucy. Absolutely. So learning how to love everything was one of the very first tests, I guess, because I almost was asked, okay, see how you can love this. All right, see how you can love this. All right, now try to love this. And as I did, things started to flow a little bit differently. Not easily necessarily, but more gently. It's hard to explain. So to have fun with the shots, this is what I wound up doing. Singing and smiling, smiling and singing, singing and smiling, singing and smiling, smiling and singing. My husband always knew when I was giving myself shots. But it worked. And I didn't videotape it, but I shared that with someone on Facebook. And I heard from so many people who had to give themselves shots for diabetes, for this, for that, starting to do the same thing. Who knew? But it was a way that I could keep the pain away and to lighten things. Because damn, when you got cancer and a colostomy and all this crap going on, it's so easy to be serious. It's so easy to be downtrodden and desperate. But that's not going to help me. And in fact, it might actually hurt me. So how can I maintain a positive attitude and go through this holy shift? Well, you learn. And that's what the book is about. So learning how to love everything means loving giving myself the Lovenox shots. Loving changing Lucy. Loving the scar across my belly. Loving this now swollen belly that I was so proud was flat before I got cancer.